Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching Channels Television, celebrating 21 years of professional broadcasting. This is the news at 10. A reminder of our major stories tonight. President Muhammadu Buhari insists his administration is willing to swap Boko Haram detainees for the missing Chibok girls, provided certain conditions are met. Niger Delta Minister Uguru Osana says the government has not ruled out the option of dialogue with Niger Delta militants. International rock star Bono visits Nigeria for the second time to promote his advocacy group, One Campaign, which aims to pressure governments to improve transparency and accountability. And Turkey says it has killed 25 militants near Jabrilus in Syria, while a monitoring group reports 35 civilian deaths from the same area. But do remember that all our top stories can be found on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Log on to m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows phones from the respective stores. Besides the news and updates, the Channels TV app has an eyewitness feature. We encourage you to use it to share those pictures, videos, or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the eyewitness menu and follow the instructions. Critical and commercially acclaimed Irish instrumentalist Bono from the renowned music band U2 is in Nigeria for the second time in 2 years. This time, he's here to promote his philanthropic activities through the non-profit organization One Campaign. As the organization is simply known, begins a fresh Make Niger Stronger campaign to push for transparency in government with the hope of reducing poverty in Africa. We, however, must warn that this report contains flash photography and viewers' discretion is advised.
International rock star from the Irish band U2, Paul David Hewson, more popularly known as Bono, is back in town for the second time. The frontman, whose band has earned critical acclaim over its 40 years of making rock music, is visiting, not for musical endeavors, but to promote his non-partisan advocacy group, One Campaign. The group seeks to help fight extreme poverty in Africa and has successfully run campaigns with some top Nigerian artists, including D'banj, Omotola Jalade Ekende, Waje, and other notable entertainers. Now, it kick-starts the Make Niger Better campaign, with prominent individuals taking turns to identify with the objectives of the campaign.
A lot of the One Campaign's best ideas are now coming out of Nigeria. But what we do is we hold governments to account for promises they made, make sure they keep them, for transparent budgets and fighting corruption. And we've got a campaign going now called Make Niger Stronger.
One takes its activities in Nigeria a notch higher with this campaign. It also welcomes Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote, on its board. Mr. Dangote joins other world celebrities, including Bill Gates, on the board of the group, which proudly boasts about 7 million members worldwide, with more than a third of that membership coming from Nigeria.
First of all, if you look at the membership, and it is an advocacy, group, and the interest that the One Campaign has here in Africa is really very, very enormous. They are doing a great job, better than most of the foundations that I know, and well connected all over the world. So they do hold governments to account, and government have to be accountable. And I think with this, it is really a great pleasure for me to serve on the board of One Campaign.
The Make Nigeria Stronger campaign seeks to raise public awareness and pressure political leaders to support policies and programs that are saving lives and improving futures. Though this task may come across as tough, it appears they already have a good number of capable allies to lean on for worthy support.
Residents of Owakurudu, one of the communities along Owa River bank in Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State, are seeking for an end to the problem of erosion. They claim they have been left unattended to for a long time, leading to traumatic experiences and socio-economic losses. The Commissioner for Environment in the state says the government is deeply concerned and is working to resolve these challenges.
It's a grim look all the way as residents of Owakurudu in Ijebu-Ode welcome us to their domain. One that has seen its best days left in the past and now ravaged by gully erosion. Only a few years back, this monster they claim was just a gutter. But the construction of Ondo Road and the subsequent redirection of flood from different parts of the locality without proper channelization led to this. The flood never stops even when there is no rainfall, and the property in the area cave in one after the other, leaving the owners devastated.
My husband was buried there. I have to remove the corpse to another place. So this thing was threatening. It was threatening my life. I cannot sleep here again.
Imagine me being in school. Whenever it is raining, I have to start calling my mom. Hello, mom, is it raining? How is it like? Are you okay? Are you sure you are safe? I can't keep calm wherever I am because I know this is where my mother is staying. She can't even sleep here again.
Tears flow freely at the home of 70-year-old Pa Pius Awodimure, a retired teacher who has become bedridden, resulting from the trauma of this menace. He claims he has had to cut his building into two just to save part of it. And now the authority wants him out without providing an alternative.
The officials usually come here to say, Baba, we asked to leave. You don't want to leave. I told them I can't leave. I said, give me 2 flats at least to let me park in. When I park my loads here, where do I go?
The Owakurudu gully erosion has spared nothing on its path, including places of worship and businesses.
Many occasions, the water will completely enter into my poultry and submerge the birds, the pigs. Anytime there was any heavy rain, we were sure to have it, and we will have to drain the water for the following 2 days.
While they seek for help anywhere possible to save the community from total decimation by this ecological challenge, the chairman, Landlords Association, makes an appeal.
The government had come to our aid since 2002. They have started crying to the government. We wouldn't have lost 8 landlords to this problem. And we only God knows how many landlords are going to die. I pray we don't die anymore now. The government should urgently come to our aid to save our lives and save our property.
That particular, spot.
In his response, the State Environment Commissioner says the state is deeply concerned about the plight of the people.
We just finished from the 10th National Council on Environment, and those are some of the memos that were presented, at that meeting. But however, the solution of the House is that each state should approach, the ecological office to accessing. With a bid to accessing fund, to work on erosion sites all across, the state.
While some contractors may have smiled their way to the bank, they've left hearts broken, sent a few more to their early graves. However, before more casualties are recorded, the people hope the state and federal government would hand them the much elusive succor. Chris Elems, Channels Television News.
Staying with environmental matters, the search for water has become a fight for survival in Abaji Area Council in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory. Thousands of residents face a growing water crisis where 90% of water in most communities has been declared unfit for human consumption. In this special report, our correspondent Gloria Umezuki takes a look at residents' daily struggle to get clean water.
A long-distance walk in between mountains towards the closest water source in the community.
The women of Nuku move in pairs or groups because there's safety in numbers, risking their lives along the thick bush path every day just to get enough water for their daily chores. In their daily struggle for water here in Nuku, women and children come all the way from the top of the mountain to this tiny stream popularly known as Barrier just to get water to wash or drink. And this water, amazingly, is at the heart of this huge forest. The challenge of access to potable drinking water in Nuku, on the edge of the nation's capital, is particularly acute. This community is among hundreds of others in the nation's capital that have never had water pipe connected to their homes. Joel Agaba, a 25-year-old graduate, tells me that when there's no rain, the women would form long queues and even sleep in the forest just to get water.
Due to our elders that they went to the government and the government came and saw it, but unfortunately up to now there is nothing that has been done. The borehole that they're supposed to dig close to the river where there is water, they will not dig it.
In other communities, residents resort to scooping water from under bridges, no matter how unclean. Just beside this scene is a huge NDG water project awarded in Abaji town at the cost of 800 million naira in 2012, but has since been abandoned.
We just suffer. If a government came, some chairman when they came, the senator when they came, they said that yes, they will do this water, they will get water for people. When they come, they will come and dig borehole, put all this overhead tank. After acquisition period, there's the overhead tank when they put, even the borehole when they dig, will not even serve the town. That's why they will waste that money and leave it like that and go.
The area council chairman, however, absolves his office of any blame.
I came and inherited the MDG project, and to be precise, I don't know because I just came in. I don't know what the amount that has been invested into that project. But all I do know is, even yesterday I was with the director in charge of the water project, of which he said the problem that is delaying the slow pace of that work is that the money that was meant for the completion of that work was swept to the TSA.
As the water crisis continue in this vast area council, there are concerns about frequent outbreak of diseases and the ultimate survival of the children in communities in Abachi. Gloria Umezuke, Channels Television News.
Still ahead on the news at 10 tonight, our focus on community report is still on the environment. Tonight we take a look at the plight of residents of Obio Usire in Cross River State who lack basic social amenities. Join us again.